Okay, running a minute behind here. I'm actually having some weird problems with Fallout 4 today. Being very weird. I can hear the music like the game is loaded, but I'm stuck on the please stand by screen. And not the one that you guys see, but like the actual gray one. I've got it tabbed out right now because the actual game is playing the menu music, and as you guys know, that game is copyright bait for some random company in South America. So let's see here. But I know I don't need to crash the game outage. If I just wait long enough, it comes back to life. Today we're gonna be playing with some very experimental code to the point where I may need to roll back my save to week 50 next week. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. How's it going, Canuck? You hopefully can hear me. You're not gonna be able to hear the game for a minute here until. Oh, there it goes back in the menu. Yeah, it's weird. The menu is taking a long time. And I'm concerned it's because of my experimental code that we're running today. Let's see here. Delete some of these. Load into the game. All right, now let's go back into the game. Here we go. In the menu. Yeah, code fresh from the oven indeed. Did some tinkering over the last week. Starting to get some of the code changes we need under the hood to fix a lot of the Chapter 3 issues. Stuff with territories not working correctly. Stuff with soldiers losing their roles. Things like that. So hopefully going to make a good chunk of progress for the next patch, which I'm actually hoping to release early next week because I would like to get it out to you guys before I go on my next trip. So that way if there are any horrible issues, I can hotfix them. Hey, Colin, how's it going? All right, let's see what we were working on here. Okay, interesting. So I actually, one of the things I patched in, but I just realized I didn't set the global for, is I actually took this stuff, the soldier to rank 3. I removed that from this quest going forward. The medic loadout I didn't yet, though, so we need to get that project to trigger. Actually might be running right now. Oh yeah, and this one we know is still broken. All right. All right, while we're waiting for this, I guess we can move the main quest forward because I do want to get, I want some allies at some point during this. To the glowing sea then. Let's go get Virgil here. I should probably grab my power armor, huh? Rather than just melting myself. Hey, Samus, how's it going? Hey, yeah. Oh, yeah. I have traveled way too much this year. I think I figured out of these last 2 months, I'll have been gone a full month on various work trips and family vacations and stuff. I will have had enough. I'm hoping that that's the end of my non-weekend travel. Oh, I'm doing good for Harbor. We're testing out some super sketchy code tonight. Hopefully it turns out to be well thought out. But that's what I always think of my code. It always feels well thought out when I start, and then rubber meets the road. Hey, Simp, how's it going?
Yes?
All right, let's find our power armor here.
Yeah?
It's not exactly a great set of power armor here. But we just need it for the rad protection, not for the... Actually, hold on. Do the pieces... I actually don't remember. Do the pieces impact the... Where are my power armor pieces? They do increase our rad resistance, so I should install some pieces in this thing. Okay. Let's see if we have any just laying, if I left some in the workbench or something.
Crop's been growing pretty good.
If we had a good supply,
can always count on the nav mesh.
Don't you think it's about time to start expanding? We're getting crowded here.
Yeah, you guys are definitely getting crowded here. Oh, man. All right, what do we got here? Oh, holy cow. Look at this. This is from our taxes. I've never bothered to come take these. 24K. Let's go. We're so rich here. Oh my God. I had built up several of the, I have several level 3 junk collectors here. Might as well take that too. Got some shipments of copper. We just tripled our caps. That's crazy. Well, I guess we can just go buy power armor now. I actually think Sanctuary might have a power armor shop. Let's go. Yeah, exactly. Dylan. Just go buy a whole set of XO1 for that. If I were doing an SS2 Enclave build with some Enclave mods and no America Rising 2. All right. I'm actually hoping one day to see Adelino actually do a SS2 tie-in with America Rising 2. He swears he will, but I think he's trying to get his business up and running first. Make sure he can sustain himself, which understandable. Don't want to go poor working on a mod. Man, I was not expecting that many caps. That's wild. I gotta go. So there you go. Anybody who was worried about or wondering how they can get wealthy in SS2, invest in those tax collectors, especially late game. So we are testing some code today. So I have done a couple of overhauls. One, you guys have heard me talk about how there's a power armor store. Just gotta wait till morning to hit it up. There's a massive problem. Might as well grab all this ammo with the role system, or the class system is what I call it under the hood. And the classes are things like settler, captive, guard. What else? So all the soldier roles are considered classes. Robot's considered a class. Child's a class. Settler's a class. The leader is a class, so they'll be like your mayor. And this class system, I built it on top of a system called location ref types. And this is a system Bethesda uses all over the place. And we used it for Conqueror back during SS1 as well. So I had no idea how problematic it was, because SS1 never had as much, we never dove as deep into the code as we did with SS2. And so after Chapter 3 shipped and started getting bug reports and started investigating them, and we found out that location ref type system, when used on actors, is highly suspicious. It does not hold well, and it doesn't change correctly. So when you try and change people from one role to another, they kind of hold their other role silently in the background. It's not visible to you, but the code sees it. And so that creates problems where, like, effectively everybody ends up in every role that you assign them to forever. And so I need to break free all of our code from the location ref type system. So I started the work on that. And what I did is, rather than fully remove the location ref type system, I added redundancy that is not prone to that same bug. So that way, once I'm ready, so that way we can start kind of prepping your guys' saves, and we can test the waters of, like, does this new idea work before I gut the old stuff. So it's just kind of like both are there for now, because that largely should be fine, rather than just rip it out and send it out there and then risk you guys having saves that are even worse. So we're testing that code tonight on this save to see how stable it is. And then on top of the, and then for territories, I rigged up, so I found out that territory is one of the big problems with them. And part of it we knew was a problem, but I didn't know how bad it was, because, you know, we don't tend to play save files for that long, right? Eventually your save explodes. Well, territories are generally fine in a single playthrough, except if you start playing for so long that you get your cells reset, and then the territories create all sorts of problems. So started to resolve that code as well with a dynamic detection system that if it determines that a territory was nuked in a cell reset, it can recreate it and try and give it to the right person. No guarantees, but the way I'm justifying that is you can look at it as if you lose a territory, it's kind of like, just imagine that Raiders or somebody went in there and took it over while you were gone. So I don't think that that's the end of the world. But having it be able to be recovered and actually revert those to working territories again is pretty important. So I at least think I've solved that problem. I did some testing on some old saves, and it seems to have worked. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah? Hey, I'm sure I got something you need.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, what is that? The 50-year storm. Is that like a super mutant weapon? Hold on, where's the inspect button? The 50-year storm, and it's just a board with no legendary effects or anything. Interesting. All right, here we go. Here's what we're looking for. All right, so what do we have right now? I need to look at my apparel. What do we have equipped? We have 2 pieces of XO1 on this thing, but it doesn't show me from the screen. Oh, because I'm not wearing it anymore, because I took it off for some reason. I don't know why I thought I had to take it off. So let's see. We've got a torso and a right leg, so we need everything else. Oh, cool it, Tom. You're stuck there. All right, so we got torso. Hold on, I already forgot. You know what? Let's just put it back on. This is silly. I don't know why I took it off. I think I'm just used to... Oh, it's because I had to wait. I had to sit down and wait, so I did need to take it off. Just forgot to put it back on.
Yes? If you're looking for armor, I may have something you can use.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Let me know what you'd like.
All right, let's see if it shows my stuff now. Okay, cool. So we got right leg and torso. We need everything else. All right, so we need right arm. We need left arm. We need left leg. And then we need a helmet, which he doesn't have. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. What am I missing? Why am I... Left arm, right arm, left leg. Yeah, helmet. Helmet's what we're missing. Okay. Oh, interesting. He sells some of these. Oh, it's a bummer it doesn't show you what they're for. Lots of fusion cores. All right. Sure, we're rich. We don't have to barter anymore. All right, let's load this stuff up. All right. All right, that's probably enough rad resist now. We should be all right in the glowing sea. If I find a helmet, we'll snag it. But all right, let's drop a save here. Far Marine. When the 100 gig storage mod comes out, do you think us Xbox can get the full potential from SS2? I mean, that would be the hope. Like, I think I'm gonna go find out for you as soon as we get it. I'll go resume my Xbox playthrough and see if we can see how far we can get. Because that was one of the live stream playthroughs I had going, was trying to see if we could replicate any of the pain points people have reported on Xbox and try and get through. So I think some of it might depend on, you know, what else you're running, and for some folks it'll probably make it worse, right? Because then it's all of a sudden like, oh, I can have SS2 and other mods, and then that's going to just be like you're going to put even more strain on your Xbox. So I think it'll depend on a person to person basis. I would like to... Okay, good. So right next to there, okay. I would like to come up with a build of HQ that is more Xbox friendly, like one that's like stripped down, really bare to minimum items. But that's a heck of a lot of work to redesign all those rooms and have an Xbox specific build. But I think that might be what's required to get everybody on Xbox through, because I think HQ is probably the #1 brick for people on Xbox. Good point, Will. Yeah, tax day, and we're collecting taxes in game. Didn't even think about that. Are the levels subclasses or additional classes? Oh, like the ranks? No, they're separate from the class system. Nick, have you seen the prices for new RAM and SD drives these days? They're crazy. I have not, but I assume they were, given the price some of the crazy price hikes of just stuff. Like the PS5 is at like $950 or something ridiculous like that. Like, that's wild. I gotta love when you're one shot in legendaries. What do we got here? Nope. Ooh, that's a good point, Dylan. Looking like a space marine now. No helmet. Watchtower for Fallout 4 win. I mean, it's kind of like in a way, SS2 kind of inspired Watchtower because we started working on Watchtower right after we finished the Weapons of Mass Destruction patch for SS2, and that was the year Helldivers came out. So it all kind of came together perfectly. SS2 for Starfield win. Yeah, that's what a lot of people want to know. Not anytime soon, that's all I'll say. Let me finish SS2 for Fallout 4 first. We still got a ways to go there. Even if we don't add any more content, I feel like I owe some pretty serious overhauls to make the gameplay more stable and engaging at several levels, and then we just got tons of tech debt to solve. Secret code, Secret code is meant to prepare for fixing all of the Chapter 3 issues. So the most common issues are things like you randomly end up with gunner people in your army, your settlement's turning on you, what else? Captives turning against you. There's all sorts of like weird issues with basically NPCs not fighting the right person. What other issues? Soldiers, like reinforcements taking forever to get to you or never appearing, and then so you get like an assault stuck. All those sorts of things are things that I'm trying to resolve. And so I'm kind of laying down the foundation for that, which is making sure I can accurately detect which people are actually soldiers. Because if the code to handle assaults is assuming that it can accurately detect which is a soldier and it can't reliably do so, then we run into all sorts of like corner case bugs because I unfortunately banked on a system I assumed was stable that turns out to not be. So fortunately there are a lot of options for other ways I can go with it, so I just picked one that felt reasonable, and we're trying that one. And one that should have very little additional overhead. One of the things we did with Workshop Framework to stabilize people's settlements is we are persisting NPCs, your settler NPCs. And so since they're already persisted, I can easily just store NPC class data without having to worry about losing it or taking extra memory. I mean, no significant amount of memory. It'll be like 1 byte per NPC, so a very small amount on modern specs. Nice. That's build doing work. Hey, Swarth, how are you? Welcome to the channel. I don't recognize your name, but maybe we've spoken in the past. Do you have any plan for Watchtower for the last update other than adding it to fit new lore? So next Watchtower patch will be bug fixes and a little bit of balance changing. We are like reducing the power of mechs a little bit because they got way OP in the 1.05A patch. There was somebody came on our Discord recently and gave us really thorough breakdowns of some issues they were having, and we were able to fix some of the follower system for your fleet ships, which is nice. So bug fixes primarily, and then we've got a lot of notes about improvements we want to make to systems and how we can better tie them in with the way the rest of the game works. but I don't know when that's going to happen because a lot of it requires us to get voice actors back and actually write stuff. But we have other projects in production right now, so I don't have a time frame on all that. But we'll be adding more story content and more gameplay options, things to let you control how it runs. Like, I think the #1 thing we'll be adding, not in this next patch, but probably the one after, will be the ability to control what level system that Watchtower will jump you initially, so you can just have a gameplay option. I know there's a mod that does it now. It's called, like, Chill Out Watchtower or something. We'll bake that right into the menu, so you'll be able to just say, like, you know what, wait till a level 50 system or something, because then that will let people... I know a lot of people's strategy now is to just wait to install the mod until they're ready to deal with it. So start fighting Watchtower, which is not ideal. They'd be able to just do that right from the settings menu instead. There's talk of, and this is all like, the only thing I can say for sure content-wise we'll be adding is additional post-Unity content. People who've played through Watchtower's Unity content know that it just kind of stops after a certain point. We want to finish that off. Another thing that's come up in a lot of conversations on our team Discord is there's a big, in Quest 4 of Watchtower, there's a big information dump that happens, and we've been talking about a way to spread out the array loop, because the array loop can take quite a while depending on how you play. Like I keep citing this, and I'm excited to play it again to see if it's still the case or if it was just a case of something that happened on the build that I played Watchtower on last. But I was able to get the Quest 4 to trigger after just fighting one major array. But some people have found that it takes quite a bit longer than that for them. So to help spread out that feel of like that you're getting the information as you go instead of all at once, of like take some of that stuff and see if we can add an additional quest in there during the array loop. So that's a potential. It's not confirmed, but that's something we've talked about. So there's a lot of talk about Watchtower content right now, because now that we're revisiting it after nearly a year, because we've been working on a Skyrim project, we're all excited about it again. And like, oh man, we could do this, we could do that, we could do this.
Hi.
In the end, we are all Adam's children.
Nobody has anything to say. That's odd. I think they'd at least say, like, go speak to so-and-so.
The world will be shown Adam's glory.
Stop right there, stranger. You approach Atom's holy ground. Why? State your purpose or be divided in his sight.
Holy ground? Adam? What's going on here?
Atom reached out and touched this world, bringing his glow to us. It remains to this day a reminder of his promise. Infinite worlds through division.
Yeah, Sam, it's exactly the type of thing I'm trying to fix, of like figuring out how to do that. Some of it's going to require a big overhaul to Chapter 3 mechanics. Like, what I'm probably going to end up doing is making it that when an enemy faction takes over a settlement, instead of them having the captives all wander around, I'll probably like hide them in a holding cell. That way they don't see you fighting them. And what I might also do is take all of the turrets that are at that settlement, instead of it just leaving them there, maybe swap them for temporary versions that are not in the workshop thing, because I think that's one of the biggest things that turns settlements on you is when you take out the turrets, then effectively you become an enemy to your own workshop, which is a problem. So there's a few things I got to experiment with to see if I can get the hostility sorted, but one of the first steps is just trying to get the roles to be stable.
I'm looking for someone named Virgil.
Hey, Sweet Pea, how are you?
Yes, we know this Virgil.
None will escape the great
Do you
divide.
have
That's
a
it?
moment?
What do you need of me?
Yes, we know this Virgil. End conversation.
I'm looking for someone named Virgil. Have you seen him?
Yes, I know of him. What do you want with him?
I just need some information from him.
He has sought refuge with Atom. I would know more before I tell you where he is. What do you want with him?
I need his help reaching the Institute.
I have heard of this institute. They hide themselves, trying to avoid the power of Atom. A futile effort, in truth. This Virgil has caused some concern. Some believe his presence is an affront to Adam. Though he came to trade with us on a few occasions, we have had little other contact with him. It was quite clear he wanted to be left alone. You can find him southwest of the crater, living in a cave. I would approach cautiously were I you. I feel he does not want visitors.
May Adam bless you with his glow.
But, yeah, okay, you did give me an objective. All right. Jeffrey Jean, hello. Are you guys planning on adding strafing runs into Watchtower? Probably not, just because the game doesn't natively support having your ships in the planet orbit, like off the ground. You know, if Bethesda adds in the ability to fly in orbit, that could definitely change. But I think right now we'd have to fake it with like really janky animations, and I think it would look really bad. We are talking about strafing runs are on my wish list for Fallout 4. I would love to add that here. I think that would make a lot of sense to add into SS2. Colin, can you give us any info on how or where in the SS2 vanilla storyline Fever Dreams will fit? Fever Dreams is designed, I think it will best play as one of the earliest things you do with a character. That is where but you can play it anytime. It's designed to work, you know, if you play it in the middle of a playthrough, at the end of a playthrough, anytime you can run any character, and we have tons of alternate dialogue. It's actually, Fever Dreams has a lot of reactivity of like, there's a couple of scenes that will change dramatically depending on what you've done in the base game. So you can play it whenever you want. I personally will want to play it early in my playthroughs because I think it sets up some nice stuff with your spouse, which I like. So, but I don't want to spoil much on that because it's not out yet. I still don't know when it's coming out. It's such a bummer. We're gonna have basically 3 things pending release. Basically next week, we will have PS5 Watchtower ready to go, our next Skyrim thing ready to go, and we have had the Fever Dreams for Fallout 4 ready to go for quite a long time now. So, you know, we have something in every game waiting on Bethesda QA effectively, which is a bummer. But. Hey, Clone Trooper. Brandon R. Hello. DBG Rides. How's it going? Oh yeah, that's a really cool. I like that system they added, Sweepy, of the finding the schematics. I was actually hoping it was more involved. So one of the things that when we were designing Watchtower originally, we had this idea it would be cool if, you know how Gren can salvage ships? We thought it would be really cool if when he salvaged them, you could get access to like 1 copy of each of the habs he found, but unfortunately you can't limit the number of things you can build in the shipbuilder. It's just basically once it's unlocked, it's all unlocked. So I had hoped when I read the power of some of those modules you unlock from the schematics, I was like, oh, I hope they finally added a system to support you know, like limited, like a one-off. Like you found 1 copy of this cool thing you can build, so then you'd have a reason to farm for more, but unfortunately they did not. It's just a simple global unlock, because I think that'd be really neat if you had a reason to, you know, if you're like, oh, I want to build a couple of ships with this, you know, like that thing that's like the buoyancy, like minus 20% to all your mass. That's crazy powerful. It would have been really sweet if you had to go farm for more of those, especially with Watchtower where you want a whole fleet of ships. But unfortunately, it's the baseline system, so it's still cool. Just I had hoped they added more shipbuilding functionality when they added that. So I'm really curious about the new Skyrim project, but I'm aware you won't say anything about it. Your team made some of the best creations for Skyrim. So I've been trying not to talk about it yet because I love the trailer speaking for it, because I think we spent a lot of time coming up with that. So been not talking about it yet, but once that trailer drops, although I got to be honest, we tend to prefer to even drop the trailer when it's just out. So, it is the longest. Outside of SS2's story, it is the longest story thing we've ever made. It is. It takes a long time to play through the new Skyrim thing.
protect, and serve.
Hold it. Take it nice and slow. No sudden moves. I know you're from the Institute. So where's Kellogg, huh? Trying to sneak up on me while you distract me? It's not going to work. I'm not stupid. I knew they'd send him after me.
Are you Virgil?
You know damn well I am. What are you doing here?
I need your help.
My help? With what? How did you even find me anyway?
I'm just a guy looking for information on the Institute.
The Institute? So... they did send you, didn't they? You're working with Kellogg.
Why are you so afraid of Kellogg?
Do you have any idea what that man has done? What the Institute pays him to do? It's all off the books stuff.
Hey, Patrick. Says, do you know of any issues with the Vortex collections? FRZ Plus not working with the new AE version? So, most likely it's because of the version of F4S. Well, it shouldn't matter. It's probably just that the F4SE version doesn't match with it. So, that is a tough nut to crack. I think it's basically... I'm trying to remember. I could have sworn I built it all with the modern AE version in mind, but yeah, I'll have to look at it and see why it wouldn't be working. That's a tough one. This is one of those things where I hope that the next patch collapses the community back to a single version again, because this whole thing of like some people are on old gen, some people are on the first release of next gen, and some people are on the AE edition, and it's like with the Fallout 4 community is super fragmented with versions.
Don't you lie to me.
I'm not lying. I killed him myself.
Did you? Kellogg was ruthless. There's a reason the Institute used him to do their dirty work for so many years. I knew they'd send him after me. Tried to prepare for it. But I still wasn't sure I'd make it, and so you...
DBG, you're having some trouble with Chapter 2?
Then what do you want with me?
Why did you leave the Institute? I know you came from there.
You know about the escape? But how? No, it doesn't matter. I'm not going back. I can't go back. Look at me. Why are you even
Yeah,
here?
Mod Hunter, I'd like to see
What
us
do
go
you
back to where
want?
that's the split. It's people who are either on the GOG version, which is kind of the old gen version, right? That's the version most of us roll back to is GOG, the same version number that GOG is on, and then people who are on the current patched version. That's what I would love to see, because 2 is doable, but right now it's like fragmented way worse than that, and it's a real pain to like put out information and to put out patches and like vortex collections and such. It's really painful right now. I have to like keep telling people who with the collections of just ignore all the errors and play anyway.
Can you tell me anything about the Institute? I need to get in there.
Can I? Are you joking? You want to get into the Institute?
KMS
Oh,
Bismarck.
yeah! How nearly impossible that
Matthew B,
is.
thank you for the donation.
If
I
you
am
succeed,
just this
it'll
learning
almost
about is
certainly
Skyrim mod.
end
Thanks for the
in your
info.
Immediate death. What reason could you possibly have for taking that kind of risk?
Yeah, we have a new Skyrim thing coming out later this year, hopefully soon. We're currently like finalizing some little bits with it. Like we're trying for the first time with this next Skyrim thing to get it translated to Spanish and German for launch. But if that doesn't get finished before
You're gonna say something, or
before
do I
QA
have
Zone,
to
we'll launch
beat
it anyway
out
without
of
that
you?
and then patch that
Trying
in.
to find my son. The Institute kidnapped him.
Oh no.
But thank you for the donation.
I had no idea. I'm sorry. Yeah. The Institute has taken people from the Commonwealth in the past. If your son is one of them, I can understand why you'd want to get in there. I can help, but I'm going to need something in return.
But yeah, KMS Bismarck, welcome. We are doing a free thing. It's called Fever Dreams for Fallout 4. I don't know when it's coming out, but it has been. As far as I know, it's going to be after they.
You're gonna say something, or do
Oh
I
man,
have to
Virgil,
beat it out of you?
cool it. As far as I understand, it's going to be after they do the 100 gig update to Xbox, but I don't know for certain.
You help me and I'll help you.
All right. If I help you, you're going to do something for me. Before I was forced to leave, I was working on a serum to reverse this mutation.
You call it. Oh, there's going to use to just play it for then.
Understand?
Well, unfortunately, Vortex is like,
in
if
there,
any
I
of
need
your
you to
versions
find
aren't
it in my
exactly the
old
same
office
as the
and
person who
bring
made
it
the
to me.
collection,
I
it gives you a bunch of
think
scary
that's pretty
warnings.
Reasonable in exchange for helping you. All right. Let's talk details. First things first.
Patrick, once I install the collection, Fallout crashes at the main menu screen.
Institute?
It's very likely that I could have sworn I updated the F4C version to the latest, but maybe I didn't. I can check that. But which version of the collection did you try? Like, what does it say the version number is? I'll have to go compare it to mine.
Hey.
Yeah, they use some sort of teleporter.
Well. Not many know about it. Pretty closely guarded secret. You've certainly done your homework. It's commonly referred to as the molecular relay. I don't understand.
DBG, were you running on
but it works.
PC, and do you still have that saved by any chance?
In one place, rematerializes you in another.
Because we could run it through the crash logger and see if
it
there's
sounds crazy,
something
but
obvious.
it's a reality. The relay is the only way in and out of the Institute. You understand? The only one. That means you're going to have to use it. Now, have you ever seen an Institute courser?
Sure, lots of them.
Don't bullshit me. More than one of them, and you wouldn't be standing here right now. Coursers are Institute synths, designed for one purpose. They're hunters. Operations go wrong, a synth goes missing, and a courser is dispatched. They're very good at what they do, and you're going to have to kill one.
Let's go. Just point me in the right direction.
Well, I suppose your enthusiasm counts for
Oh, you know what we got to use with all our
Every
newfound wealth is
courser
restock
has
on bullets.
special hardware that gives them a direct connection to the
And now I don't even
relay
have
in
to
Institute.
fuss over the
It's
price
embedded
anymore.
in a chip in their heads. You need that chip, but to get it, you'll have to find a courser. Now I don't know exactly where you can find one. They haven't sent any after me. And sitting here waiting doesn't seem like a good plan. You're going to have to hunt one down. I can tell you where to start and give you some help finding one. But you'll have to do the dirty work.
Okay, let's get to work.
Right. The primary insertion point for coursers is in the ruins of CIT, directly above the Institute. So you'll want to head there. Now,
And
relay
I swear
causes
that
some pretty heavy interference
see, I'm not even on the
across
current version of the
EM
game. I'm
spectrum.
on old
You've got
gen.
a radio on that Pip-Boy, right? When you
And
get to
I feel like the
ruins,
lip sync every
tune it to
year
the
for this
lower
game
end
gets
of the
worse
band
somehow.
And listen in.
It shouldn't have,
You'll be
because
able
those
to
files,
hear
I'm sure
the
they did not touch
interference.
they did not
Follow
mess
the
with the voice
signal,
files
and
for
it'll lead you
main
to a
quest stuff.
courser.
You guys can
Then
see how bad this is out
you
of
just
sync,
have
right?
to not get killed. Not gonna lie. The odds aren't in your favor here. But if you do make it, remember what I said about the serum. I need it badly. I really do hope you find what you're looking for.
Okay, so we should get a quest to hunt a courser. There we go. So they said before, you still have content you want to add us to after the bug fix and working systems. Would you mind telling us some of the ideas for possible new content? Yeah, some of it. So one of the big ones is there's another character, like another, I would say kind of comedy relief character that was supposed to go in HQ that has a very specific role, which I won't spoil in case, because I don't want you guys to get all hyped about it in case we can't, in case it doesn't end up happening. But there was supposed to be another HQ character that was supposed to bring some new features. There's Algernon's group from the Gunners. If you allied with him, he was supposed to show up again in Chapter 3 as another potential ally and have some side quests and that didn't get finished, so that would be another one. And then I think the last thing we've talked about that we really wanted to do was give a companion level quest to all of the HQ leaders so that you could get to know them a little more. You know, not making them into actual companions, but giving Aiden, Teresa, Lupe, Mansfield, give them like a little quest to help them solve one of their personal journeys. Because you spend all this time with them, and you know, with Jake, you get to solve a pretty massive life problem for him, but the rest of them, not so much. They're just kind of along for the ride, so we thought it would be fun to explore their backstories and such, and let you do a little quest with each of them. But mostly that's all wish list. I would say the extra HQ character is the most likely one we do, because it's mostly written already, so it's just a matter of finalizing the writing and doing the implementation work. What I kind of want is a jetpack on this thing. Oh, that's right, I still gotta fight bad guys. This unlocked. Hello.
Payback time, boogeyman. Get off me! We got this. Keep going.
God damn it!
Ooh, hello.
Getting tired yet?
Oh, got one of them. Oh, there's the other one. Still see more red. Oop. Where is this person? Oh, up here.
Should have just run. Off of me!
Oof. There we go. Alright, well, just because I'm rich doesn't mean we can't loot Goblin. Especially those stim packs. Alright, where's the big green building? There it is. Hey, Sledge, how's it going? H&G dog, yeah, lockups and VATs during assault doesn't crash, but I have to force quit. Oh, that's odd. Usually, when the game locks up in VATs, it's because of a bad piece of equipment. So, I would be looking at, do you have any armor replacement mods, specifically like combat armor replacement mods? Because I think we use, especially for the gunners, they end up in a lot of that. So my best guess would be some sort of replacer mod has a bad piece of dismemberment data. So you know the thing that lets you like select the part of the enemy's body? That's done with the outfits. There's like a piece of there's information in there. So if one of the outfits that's common, it doesn't have that data correctly, then VATs can crash the game or lock it up. It's usually what causes that. We actually had for a long time during SS2 development, one of the tests we had to do was we put a copy of every one of our outfits on an NPC in a cell, and we would just go in there and VATS check real quick just to make sure we didn't crash. Decoding's Fallout 4 more stable on Series X than his older Xboxes. I don't know. I got farther on my Xbox One than I did on my Series X playing Fallout 4. So, granted, I'm a sample of one. So. But I think on my Series X playthrough, we ran into that issue where in Concord the game was crashing if I would enter the hardware store, and I needed to enter the hardware store for a quest moment. No idea why. So I couldn't even get partway through Chapter 1 on my Series X.
The courser's on the 2nd floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more.
I want to know how the gunners know what a courser is.
What's going on down there? How many are we dealing with? The courser is now on the 3rd floor. Reports of the 2nd intruder in the east wing near the courtyard.
Is that the one you talked to Aiden in the hardware store? No, I think it was. I don't remember where I was crashing specifically, but I don't remember. I just didn't get far, and it may have actually been Chapter 2, but like before HQ. Can't remember where exactly it was, but it was a point where I needed to go back to. I needed to go back into the hardware store, and the game would crash. And so it was before, I think it was before the Concord stuff was set up, which is what a lot of people thought might have been caught, because this was not like a isolated crash for me. Other people have reported it as well. But a lot of people assumed it was from the Concord stuff, but I don't think I was even getting the Concord stuff, and I was hitting the crash there, so it seemed to be completely arbitrary. And it didn't seem to matter what I did for making myself little patches. I couldn't get it to stop.
We're taking casualties. You're a cat.
Barricade stairwells and hallways if you haven't already.
Oh, you're really ripping through all this ammo. This is 50 cal, right? It certainly sounds like it. Yeah. Oh, got away. Uh-oh. Oh, wow, that blew up my grenade midair.
You are serious.
Dog meat.
We've lost contact with sectors 2 and 4.
Jet. Oh, we'll just follow the corpses.
Huh?
Lock and load!
Ooh.
You are really pissing me off.
Oh, 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 bullets, bullets, bullets. 50 cal? No. Oh, God. Ooh, hello. Missile, stealth boy. Yes, please. Headless gunner.
Fall back to original position. Coursers near the elevator.
Close quarters fight with a missile launcher. You're fine, dog. It's fine. It's not fine is how low we are on ammo. 21 rounds. Oh wait, didn't we have... Yes, this thing. The infinite slow time weapon.
The Coursers after the girl. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order.
Oh, jeez.
You're dead.
I assume this collapses if you stand on it? Let's find out. Nope. Felt like a trap. Oh, there's the last person. Very nice. Since there's one encounter that seems to have something to do with Aiden's voice line after dropping the ASM beacons. I've seen other people report the same issue. The game crashes from his voice line? That's wild, if that's possible. Or does it just seem to be triggered like at the time it's happening? I can't imagine a voice file crashing the game like that. Come on, boy. Let's go. Yeah, definitely need an ammo run. And now I don't have to nickel dime them. I'm Cap's rich. We can just buy all the bullets.
No way I'm cracking this. Can't break the code.
I don't know the password. I'm telling the truth.
I don't believe you are.
Oh, God. Please, no. You don't have to do this, please.
Stealthy power armor. Let's
Get
go.
over here. You. Come here.
He's talking to me.
You've been following me. You've been...
Now, what do these gunners do?
Help over here.
They're just cool. Well, sorry guys, we're at war.
Hey. Hi.
Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Who are you?
My institute designation is K-198, but I prefer Jenny. So yes, I'm a synth, if you hadn't already guessed. I knew they'd send a courser. I just didn't think he'd find me so fast. I think I would have lost him too. But then I was captured by these mercenaries. And all this happened. Thanks again for your help. I'm gonna look for supplies before heading out. And before you ask, no. I don't need any more help. The Commonwealth is unforgiving. I need to make it on my own or I'm dead. Maybe we'll meet again, under better circumstances. I hope we...
Hope we do. Yeah, that's very odd that it crashes with the voice file. So it's always the same one. I can't think of anything we could have done. We would have done differently to that because we tend to process all of our audio in a batch. It's rare that we have one line that has unique processing to it. No, this is Sledge is my first time playing the game without or with whatever the mod is that enables achievements. I don't know if that's part. Is that part of? I don't think it's part of the script extender. I think it's something else, some other thing I have. Is it buff out or mock a scrap heap? I don't know. Some F4SC thing I have incidentally enables achievements. Yeah, the only thing I can think of that it might not be a audio file in particular might be like a script that runs at the end of a dialogue line. Where it just feels like the crash is coming from the audio line. But if you're saying buff out had an audio exception error. Okay, so what do we got here? Have the courser chip analyzed. All right. And just because it's fun. Good luck, dog meat. Just take the elevator, buddy. Nope. He just left after me. Okay. I feel like I need to stop back at HQ and make sure this stuff is actually running. Also, where does it want me to take this? Good neighbor. All right, let's do the round and collect some ammo first, and then we'll figure out what we're doing next. Oh, Brownberry, how's it going?
Maximum crabs!
As soon as he opens his mouth, it crashes. Huh.
Ooh, holy shit. That is some armor. You need protection. Everyone does.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Everything hand.
Okay, we need those. Let's see, we want ammo. I want shotgun shells. Oh, there it is, ammo. I was like, why is the big boy showing up there? Yeah, we'll take those two, why not?
You again. All right, got plenty of supplies.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
A bit of everything.
Huh, no complaints about me being maybe being a synth. Oh, I guess I should take... Well, I'm going to get unlimited 2 mil just doing the quest line. I don't need to buy it. All right. We'll bop over to Good Neighbor. Do the same thing there. New issue on GitHub Tracker for State of War Quest. Okay, cool. Yeah, I have not messed around with the GitHub list of bugs in quite some time. Once in a while, I just sit there and just chew through a whole bunch of those. But lately, I still have like a backlog of all the issues we found from my Let's Play I've been trying to fix. And then, of course, I started tackling the overhaul of the roll system, which is still terrifying.
I hope you're buying. Even a girl with an arsenal full of weapons needs to make a living, after all.
I'll take a look, sure.
Let's get you out.
Very nice. All right, and then does Daisy here have any?
Jeez Louise.
Hey, Daisy.
Oh, you're bad. Can't get enough look.
Sure.
Everything's guaranteed to last.
Sure.
Until it doesn't.
Yes. All right, let's see our situation now. There we go. Much better. Okay, let's go get this thing analyzed. So we're taking it to Dr. Amari. Or, is that her name? What's her name in the memory den?
Sticking around, you'll need to join a crew. I hear Bobby No-Nose is looking. Always a catch with the no.
There was a not a state of war bug, but for some of the new content we added for the faction remnants. I've seen a conversation going on Discord about the representatives of the Institute and the Brotherhood not showing up in the assaults. They're disabled for some reason. I don't know what that's about, but it sounded like it might be an easy fix.
You're back.
Oh, it is Dr.
The
Murray.
glowing
Okay.
sea, Virgil. What happened?
I found Virgil. He has a way inside the Institute. But I need a code from a Courser chip.
A Courser chip? You fought a Courser? Oh my god. Unfortunately, I can't help you. I've worked on a lot of synths, but never a Courser. I don't know what that chip does, let alone how to decode it. But there are people who might. I work with a group that, well, they're the only ones I know that even have a chance at cracking Institute security. They're called the Railroad.
Thanks, Doc. How do I find them?
I can't contact them directly. They usually come to me when they have a synth that's escaped the Institute and wants new memories. But I do have a code phrase, some kind of clue if I ever needed to find them on my own. Follow the Freedom Trail.
All right. I'll find them.
Good luck. I'm sorry what I have is so cryptic, but hopefully you can figure things out as you go.
Okay. All right, let's swing back to HQ now. I want to see make sure my two tasks are actually moving forward. I feel like I checked this right at the end of the last stream, but it does feel like with all the fast travel and stuff we've done that we may have seen those pop by now, and they have not. You know, one of the side characters I always forget to unlock is if you do the good neighbor quests in the hotel, there's a SS2 character they'll unlock. It's Benny something that I don't think I've gotten in any of my stream playthroughs because I tend to not just skip over all the good neighbor content. Yeah, military department is doing nothing right now, so that's alarming. No projects found. Okay. Don't like that. Medic was the need. Military energy 15. Oh, science energy is where I'm bottlenecked. That's why I can't run. Should be able to do a scouting run though.
Local sports team. Did you see the
You're
game
tied to this
last week?
place, kid. Your energy.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
Okay, I wanted to go check my inbox over here. See if maybe we already did a scouting report. Let's see. What do we got? Yep, scouting party report. Okay. Controlled by uncontrolled. That's not true. Oh wait, is this the one in? Is the Starlight Interstellar Theater the one that's in Far Harbor?
One before. This failure is new to me.
Yeah, see, I think a couple of scouting things did run, and we just didn't get credit for them. No additional messages, because that's 2 of those now. Okay, so I'm going to put that as a bug report here on my little list of things. So that seems bugged there. Interstellar is in Nuka World. Ah, okay. Alright, so this one's bugged out. So we got these 2 I gotta fix. Both of these are bugged out. Lower soldier rank 3. That one I think we got started because I set people training. So really we just need our science department to stop queuing up projects. So I'll go turn off automation so they can finish up what they got queued, and then we can kick them over to other stuff when they're done.
Hello.
Hey, how are you? What's doing, Chief?
Alright, so we're going to go automation, turn off. Alright, so now they should stop scheduling events, so once they're done doing their current task list, I can sneak in a military project. Alright, for now we'll just keep going with main quest stuff. I do want to have some,
To avoid injuries and disruptions, please report any faulty power.
want to have some allies for the final battle. Ah, yeah, Benny Strong. That was her last name. Hey, Omni, how are you? Mr. Fatman, when did you sneak in? Or have you been here all along and I just missed your messages? Also, hello.
And A. Some sort of code?
I don't remember if we took out Swan on this character or not.
L. definitely a code. Two and A.
Hey guys. No, believe it or not, those cartoony sound effects are not a mod. That is base game. That is a very overpowered and ridiculous perk called Idiot Savant. And it lets you level up real fast. Oops. Play the animation.
Son of a... Just die!
Very disappointed in you, game. Nice little setup they got up here. Get everybody? Right. For one question, when making mods, did you ever see yourself making it this far into making mods to having your own studio? No, definitely not. This is a crazy, wild journey, man. It was supposed to be something to do because the wife was going to bed early all of a sudden. But it's been one hell of a fun ride so far. And I feel like we've barely scratched the surface of it too, which is crazy. You're crashing by the bridge where you can look into Good Neighbor? Oh man, that's a bummer. It's so infuriating when these games crash. Especially older games like this, because by now it would be really cool if we'd see more older games giving out their source. So then, because we could solve all those issues. Like, the community would have come together and just fixed the hell out of the game. Same with the creation kit. Would love to see the creation kit open sourced eventually, so we could improve the tools and just make them better. But it would pay for itself in a year from all the new advancements Bethesda would get to the creation kit. Even outside, I mean, like, especially now with all the folks doing this for a career of, like, we have incentives to invest serious effort into improving these tools, not just like, even just free modding. People would do it just because we want our hobbies to be more about making stories and not battling technical garbage. We'd be incentivized to improve the tools, but then you add in financial incentive too. Man, I mean, I'd invest so much money in fixing up the CK if we had access to the source. Okay, well, now I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was following the Freedom Trail slowly. And I got totally off course. Back to the common. You can skip it ahead to the end if you want. Yeah, I could. I'm really just killing time till my science department can work, so I'm not really in a rush. Because I know if I mean, I guess I could just end the projects too. I guess I enjoy this game so damn much, even after, guys, how many years have we been playing this? 10.5 years. I still love the hell out of this game. Stop looking at me, Swan. Where is he? I think... Oh, there he is. I thought I killed him, but... Oh, there he is. Oh, he's friendly now. Down he goes. This one I already found,
4L.
Right? Yeah, 4L. Yeah, we're too far away to hear the swan. Oh, well.
A.
Oh, this is the first one I found. Okay. So I think one of the reasons I like doing the Freedom Trail things is I can never remember exactly how to pick up the trail again. I always get to the end. Every time I do this, it's the same thing. I got where I went before and I get distracted. I'm curious if I can remember how to actually do this. Goes on here. Killed the ghouls. Got this one. Right?
2A.
Yeah. hello. Oh, that was... Forgot about the power armor runs these down. Not all of them, though, apparently. Oh, there they go.
Now a 6 and an O.
Aw. Whoops. Wrong button. Wrong button. Good work, doggo.
3I.
Whoop. Ooh, it's still alive. There we go. So many terrible legendaries. Oh, that's a decorative corpse. Sorry. Ooh, that was a nice find. And once again, got off course from the Freedom Show. So yeah, can't quit. Love this game. Fallout 5 is gonna have to be freaking absurd for me to quit this game. Or it'll just end up in the rotation. Like, still pop into New Vegas every couple of years for the nostalgia factor. Whoa there, buddy. Take it easy with the rockets. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yep. What is this? Rad-powered combat armor, right arm. Oh yeah, no, that's not anything I'm gonna mess with. 5R. Oops. What was that gun? Jagger Khan, I think you're talking about this thing? This is Lorenzo's, so you can, when you get Lorenzo's gun from the, God, what's that quest line called? The Cabot, the Secret of Cabot House. You can actually remove the dish that has the effect that does the crazy damage, and equip it onto another one. So like I took the dish from Lorenzo's gun and attached it to a VATS enhanced one, VATS enhanced gamma gun. Hoping I can get an even better gamma gun to stick it on, but it makes for a pretty absurd weapon. Super rapid fire and does crazy splash damage. Oh, Canuck beat me to it. We found an enemy. Where? Second boy. Let's go. So many raiders. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're so close to leveling. Just need like one more good kill. Oh, or an old North Church discovery. 22 XP, nice. %35 chance now. Crazy. Nope, he was already dead. There's another one around here, dog meat. Oh, I can't turn on the flashlight because I don't have a helmet? Is that what's going on?
So, that's not right. It spins.
It spins surprisingly well.
So it starts with R?
Whoa. I can't tell if that's an I or an L. Oh, I think I got it. Gotta slow down. No, damn it. Overshot. Open sesame. If I exit power armor, I can turn on my Pip-Boy and then get back in. Yeah.
Stop.
Or just let them turn on the lights.
You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
You wanted to see us. So that means you're playing by our rules. So, answer my question.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
Dr. Amari told me how to find you.
Very interesting. Last question. Why are you here?
I found a Courser chip. Can your people decode it?
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a Courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy, Just a thought.
I owe you an apology.
It's doing the thing again.
Who kills a Courser is good.
You guys remember we had this happen last week with
and I'm the leader of the railroad.
What quest was that? It was one of our quests where, like, at the end of every line was they would start the next line before the previous one had finished. Now it's doing it on this quest. So it's just something wrong with the engine.
Oh, yeah. The little riddles and the decoder ring trick really makes it hard to find you.
Anyone that wants to meet us is under surveillance as soon as they follow the Freedom Trail. If you were a threat to our organization, all you'd find here is an empty room.
Dez, we need to let him in. He's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a Courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
Hey there.
We having fun yet?
Hey there.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Hi.
Saw some of your work along the trail. Not bad. For a human, that is.
For a human? What do you mean?
You were born in the Wild Human Model 1.0. You ain't bad for that model. Not in the same league as us synths, but hey, not your fault.
Wait. You're a synth?
In the artificial flesh. And before you start with all the questions, the only thing I'll say about it is this. All those rumors out there are bullshit. I'm as real a girl as you'll ever meet. The only difference is, I bet your assembly instructions were a hell of a lot more fun. Listen, you caught us at a shit time. We're still recovering from something I can't get into. We're a man down, though. And if anything Deacon said about you is true, I'd like you on our team.
What? You don't believe Deacon?
Given what I saw, yeah. He might be the real deal. I know Dez said we don't got room, but talk to Deacon. I'm sure he's got an angle. He always does.
I mean, I feel like that's not a great introduction to this character, to have her say synths are superior to humans. That seems problematic. That seems like that might give even the Railroad pause. If they're all about equality for all and freedom for everybody. Having the robots declare they're superior to humans seems like dangerous grounds.
Decoding a Courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong. The least of which is losing the data. Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
They take us over to this guy.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages!
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Why do you want the Courser chip?
Institute tech is light years beyond what we have. And a Courser chip is top of the line. I'm not gonna get into details, but that chip could help us save lives. Maybe throw a wrench in some of the Institute's operations. So, hand over the chip.
Fine. It's yours.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little Courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little.
Look at it
Oh,
vibrating.
man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes.
Havoc
Encryption
is not loving this.
All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be. Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, they're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator.
Hey, don't try anything, stranger.
Got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. Solve for in.
Looks like it's gonna explode at any moment.
Show me that sweet bass number. Come on, baby. And we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you? I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
You gotta be careful, man. The Institute is everywhere.
Oh, return to Virgil. I was like, did we actually get a quest update there? Oh wait, did they give me the... No, I still don't have it. Don't it? Isn't there a way to get a map marker to here?
Dealing more.
Or does that only happen after you join them? You get the fast travel point?
Hey, don't try anything, stranger. Hey, don't try anything, stranger.
Don't try anything, stranger.
But can I fast travel out of here? Let's see. No. Okay.
Synth is, right?
A synth? What's that?
They are synthetic humans created by the Institute. So close to real people that the distinction is meaningless. The Institute treats synths as property, as tools.
Aren't synths just machines? And machines are tools.
They started that way. But if it's impossible to tell a single difference between a synth and a human, they must be treated the same. So we seek to free
I don't know. Glory
synths
just
from
said
their
she's better
bondage.
than me, so.
Give them a chance at a real life. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man? Even if that man is a synth?
It depends on the circumstances.
There's no middle ground with this. Would you risk death to save a synth or not?
Could you elaborate?
Answer with your gut on this.
No, probably not.
No shame in that. Every person needs to know what they're willing to die for. It might be best if you kept your distance from us. Not for our sake, but for yours. The Institute wouldn't hesitate to torture and kill you for what you know. Deacon can show you out.
Can't wait to get out of this place.
Ah, there it goes. Right.
So you answered the big question and took a pass. Dez is a hardliner, a live and die for the cause kind of lady. But the truth isn't so cut and dry. Listen, are you interested in the railroad? Learning more? Maybe joining?
I don't really know.
Let's see how much common ground we got then. I get you don't want to take a bullet for a synth, but you... willing to brave some danger to stop the Institute and their nefarious schemes? I can't believe I just said that.
What harm has the Institute actually done to people?
Starting with ancient history, they tried to take over the Commonwealth. Came a hair away from succeeding with their synth army, so there's that. But in the what have you done for me lately category, kidnappings. Wiped out a settlement or two and nasty bioengineering experiments. Diseases, FEV, the usual. So, you willing to fight them?
I haven't made up my mind yet.
Well, let me break it down for you. Every one of us believes in synths getting a fair chance, but some agents aren't really risking their necks for that. They put their asses on the line to hurt the Institute, and the Railroad's all right with that.
And Desdemona is really okay with that?
Would Des like every Tom, Dick, and Harriet to be here only to help synths? Yes, absolutely, but we live in the real world, and there, we can't turn down help. We need every able body we can get. Sales pitch over. If you want to walk away, here's your chance.
I still haven't decided.
Let me tell you the score and see what you think. I got a job. Too big for me, just perfect for the two of us. You help me out, we turn a few heads, and then Des invites you into the fold. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the Railroad got your back.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto. Let's meet up at the old freeway outside of Lexington. I'll fill you in once you get there.
You didn't see anything suspicious coming in.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, that is tradecraft. Alright. They've got molecular level. Alright. There we go. We also still have to... I don't think I've engaged with the Brotherhood either. Come on. All right, hopefully after we're done talking to Virgil, we can head back to HQ, get things moving. Yes, there we go. Science department's finishing the research, which means we should be able to start that project we need. HQ busy. All those upgrades.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
I've made some friends in the Commonwealth.
Better you than me. Face like this, I'm not gonna make too many friends. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along.
Oh man, that
want to be
little lip sync.
clear that this isn't my area of expertise.
I don't remember it being this
I
bad
was
last time I played this.
bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
I'm sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but
That line worked.
if you can build this device and make use of that code, you should be able to override the signal from the Institute's relay. Can you? I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person, even you.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. For both our sakes. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. If you make it in there, you find that serum. It's my only hope for ever being normal. So you find it.
Like it works fine on short lines, but if he has more than one sentence, it seems to.
You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever
He like
you
finishes
know to help
speaking lipwise before the last couple of words. All right, let's see here. Talk to the road, talk to the Minutemen, talk to the Brotherhood. Yep, there we go. All right, back to HQ. Let's get the medic upgrade completed. Yeah, I'm using F4SC on this playthrough, but I don't have any. I think the only thing I have is buff out. That's the only F4SC thing I'm running. Oh, talk to the Minutemen. It's going to HQ because Preston. I've got Preston stationed here. That's funny. Maybe it's also when you load saves mid-game. I don't think we did load it. Have we? Because I haven't died yet today, I don't think.
Right. Let's talk.
Please note that the drinking water fountains are not intended for washing.
Oh, I've only got 14 energy instead of 15. So even if I did have enough science, I was short by 1. All right, so we need to get one more person assigned over here for military department. Okay. All right, let's go find ourselves a soldier here. Oh, you know where we can grab? Let's grab somebody from Red Rock. I think they're still set up as soldiers. Because we only need 1 more point, so even a rank 1 will be fine. I mean, hopefully we have somebody a little bit higher rank we can grab here. But this is another one of those things that the changes I was talking about in the code will help with, of peeling off old roles is very difficult to do in the current system because of the way location ref types work. So switching to this new system should allow me to correctly do so.
Don't much care for good neighbor. That place is nothing but trouble.
All right, where is our clipboard?
Got a minute? What do you say? Want to work for me?
Sure.
All right, okay, it's rank 2, perfect.
Okay.
How about the rest of you guys? You're rank 2 as well, okay. Rank 1. Sorry, you're not invited.
Can I ask you something? You interested in coming to work for me?
You know what I call a good day?
Okay.
One that ends without an empty stomach.
I hope you ain't one of them synths. You're just
rank
fine.
1. What about you, buddy?
Well, the farm's not much, but it's something.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Rank 2, there we go.
Hi there. Would you be interested in coming to work for me?
Sure. Got it.
All right, good use of all these folks. How about you?
Yes.
Rank 2.
Hi there. Would you be interested in coming to work for me?
Sure. Okay. Got a dangerous look about you.
Oh, you
Hope you ain't here for me.
total rookie. You can stay here. Okay. All right, back to GNN. What's this? Deacon Old Highway. Okay. I think when we boot up dev for Conqueror 2, I think I'm gonna have to find an additional person or two to help out with a light version of HQ, like just ultra lightweight.
Yeah. Sir?
Try and make this thing a little snappier for people with low-end systems. especially Xbox. Okay, let's see here. So now we got 6 people in military. 30 energy. Now we're talking. Alright, so we should have enough now. Let's see if our... Okay, I just saw some resources go down. Let's see if military energy goes up. Military energy usage goes up. We have plenty of science, plenty of military, plenty of caps, plenty of chems, plenty of armor. Supply security. Oh, and now we don't have... we need security, too. Supply security. Oh, we should have plenty of that as well. Yeah, we're not using hardly any supply security on the left over there. You can see that's the third bar down on supply usage. We're using none right now. Actually, hold on. Let me put that might be where we're missing. Let's go to mod config. Sim settlements 2. Hotkeys. Okay, there it goes. It did take. Oh yeah, we have 4830 available for HQ max. Cool. Okay, so now that is running, which means we can now re-enable automation over here. Okay. And then what's next here? And we still need somebody to get to rank 3. Let's go see how they're doing over at Egret.
Gunner.
HQ the Raider overhaul. Too much work for one to think about. Well, that might be doable. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Once we'll see how much of a draw a new recruitment call is. I'm hoping some people will want to work with us on this project. And we had a lot of fans of Conqueror back in the day. Hey, JC Vest, how are you? Just heard someone yell, "My arm!" Which means we got somebody over here with an injury.
We really are grateful for the help.
I've read for junkyards before.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
Yep, here's our guy. Oh no, he's just itching. Oh, treat both. No, he might have both. Okay, sick and injured. The old power armor animation. Flick that. Oh no, we're crashing. No, that was a pretty good go. That was a pretty good go. We lasted a long time. Odd time to crash, right? Maybe it didn't like the power armor version of that animation. Uh oh, hold on a second. Oop. Colin, do you think Conqueror will follow similar story paths as T, only more raidery? So parts at the beginning and the end. So the end we never finished in the original Conqueror. Oh wow, this is my last save was in the Glowing Sea. Bummer. Okay. The very beginning of Conqueror we changed for the new one, and then the end we wrote, and then the middle we've changed bits here and there. Like none of it's perfectly the same, but like some major elements are the same. There's a lot of quests in the middle that ended up staying roughly the same with like slight adjustments. But pretty much everything got a rewrite of sorts because we had to trade out Aiden. And we wanted it to feel less murder hobo-y so that it makes sense alongside an SS2 playthrough. So more like you're gathering the gangs together as opposed, or like uniting the gangs under a common banner as opposed to Just randomly murdering civilians. But our core cast of Jammer, Ophelia, and Maul remains the same. But the goal is going to be for the quest line to, you could do it as its own thing, or if you wanted to, you could do it alongside an SS2 playthrough and then eventually recruit them as an ally like you would Institute Brotherhood or CPD or Nightingales or whatever. Okay, so I got to rerun the medic loadout task and then I guess drop a save before we head outside again.
Sensors indicate the presence of radiation.
Hola. All right, let's hear it.
Calling any available
Research
security
loadout.
personnel.
Medic.
Report to the armory.
Oh, we got a fire.
To investigate an unconfirmed critter sighting.
I just realized that outside we had a fire, and I totally ignored it. Oops. When we were walking outside, I forgot that these are the... Something's on fire. Oh, wait. The power armor animation isn't working for this. There it goes. That was weird. It was like a weird delay in how long it took to equip fire extinguisher. Whoops. Oh no, there's no the first person animations aren't working. Okay, I gotta remember to show this to Nihit. I wonder if the files are missing. Oh, you're right. I got to re-recruit the people from Red Rocket. Damn it. Damn it. Okay, let's go do that. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get an autosave anywhere in there. I think I disabled fast travel saving because that is a point of potential crashing. I think I do have on Pip-Boy saving though, if I remember correctly. I'll have to go check my gameplay options. Let's see. What do I have for saves on? Oh no, I do have everything. Yeah, you're right. I should have got it on fast travel. I don't have them disabled on this. Probably my Xbox. I have them all disabled. All right, let's get clipboard up.
I'm just so hungry all the time.
Got a minute? What do you say? Want to work for me?
Okay. Sure.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Can I ask you something? You interested in coming to work for me?
Got it. You know what I call a good day? One that ends without an empty stomach.
All right, I know there was at least one more person. Well, I think there were 4 total because we had 2 and then we ended up to 6.
If
So
you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go.
Yep.
Whole place is run by robots.
Hi there.
Would you be interested in coming to work?
Sure. Okay.
Oh, is that the lady?
If you work, you eat. It's simple as that.
Although she says she's at 100% toward next rank.
Good lately. Can I ask you something? You interested in coming to work for me?
Sure.
Pretty sure I already asked you before and you did not have... Oh, no, you are the guy that already grabbed.
Okay.
Just let me do it again. Okay, well, that's enough. We only needed one, really.
Care for good neighbor.
All right, let's go ahead and drop the save.
That place is nothing.
General, good to see you.
All right, let's try this again. All right, we got 6 people, 30 energy. Still don't know why the Tesla system doesn't support medic loadout. That shouldn't really be a big deal, but it is what it is. Just let that run. Okay, there it goes. Oh, we'll drop another save. Turn that back on.
Yeah.
Alright, and what I wanted to do was go walk outside here. Actually, I don't remember what I was going to do when it crashed before, but I do want to walk outside and see if that fire is still hanging out right in front. Remember there was a fire sitting right in the... near the bushes, and I just ignored it thinking it was background effects. It was like, oh no, that's probably our system kicking in because those are all dynamic. You like the T51 slightly more than a T60. It does feel more iconic. It's got a really cool look to it. Yeah, see, look, that very well might be part of our fire system and not just a generic thing on fire. So, just in case. Fire extinguisher, and now we know that first person doesn't work for some reason. Power armor, I'll have to ask. It could be we need the anim data regenerated, or I just am missing the files for some reason. Well, this autosave is worrying. At least I'm not getting that horrible sound that happens on Xbox when it crashes, where the sound's like going, eh. There it goes. Yep, that was definitely a room on fire. I wonder if there's any other bits of fire out here. Oh, that was fast. Instant speed. So now we just need to find a rank 3 soldier. Oh, that's where we went to Egret and then Alright, let's save again before we do that. I healed somebody and that's what crashed the game before. That buzzes an IRQ conflict on PC. Interesting. I don't know what it is on Xbox though. I always assume like something's just overwhelming the game engine. Very curious if the same thing will crash it again. It'd be interesting because that's a vanilla animation, the medics thing. I'm actually shocked that it works in Power Armor.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me. Hey, General.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
All right, let's see what happens here. Treat both.
You hear about that farm run by ghouls? Isn't that something?
There we go. Okay, that didn't crash it. All right, sweet. For the fire extinguisher spray, so like if I pop out of, oh, hold on.
We do
Out of power armor. So if I equip the fire extinguisher outside of it, see, I can do it in first person. It's just for some reason the power armor animations are missing for it.
looking for anything?
All right, I'm pretty sure I built a training plot here. I just want to find the person who's assigned to it if I can figure out where it's at.
Got work to do. Can't talk now.
I wish I had the caps to hire someone like you full time around here.
Oh, you know what? Let's go into workshop mode so with the icons appear and then we can find it. 48 out of 49 beds. We need another bed. Look at that, we got room for one more. Well, we might as well finish off the row. Alright, we got a mess hall. Armory. I think this is agility training? Maybe endurance. Wait, did I never build a... I could have sworn I built a... No, it wasn't here. Oh, yeah, it was up here. It was up here. Here we go. Military training's up here. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to figure out who is assigned to this. There's 2 people assigned to it. Track occupants. Alright, here's our first person.
Friend. Not
Let's see. You have no progress.
everyone would have taken the time to help out folks in need.
I guess it's possible
In the
that they
market
just
for
got
something?
assigned moments ago because the thing could have just upgraded when we got here.
Huh?
Let's check you. Neither of them have any percentage. We got a bug. Okay, there you go. This person's getting some training. So this thing probably just
After
upgraded
what
when
you
we
do,
arrived here.
You'll always be welcome here.
Let's see, what level is it? Yeah, it's level 2 now. We also have we're short on power though. Let's see. Is this thing powered up? Yeah, this thing's powered up. Okay, cool. $894 defense. Fantastic. Let's see what we got going on here.
Nothing a few dogs won't fix.
Oh, they're right outside. Okay. All right. No, 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 no. Nope, that is not what I want. I want Retomatic. Oh, it's Pete.
Thank you again for helping us.
Oh wow, those. Why are they all offset? Oh, because his name is so long, Pete the Butcher Evans, that it pushes all the stats down. That's pretty funny. I guess good thing we got him color coded. So he's got high strength and endurance and luck.
It's real nice.
So somebody else should be working this power plot.
Hey there. I've read Virgil.
The farm's not much, but it's something. People like you are rare in the Commonwealth. I'm lucky you came our way.
Why won't the Institute just leave us alone? What did we ever do to them?
Hey, what you want?
What are your stats? Let's see. Same as, almost the same as Pete's, 776, but on agility instead of luck. And for power, we want intelligence. So I guess, well, let me check what Cersei's at.
Here on business?
Intelligence 8. And you are unemployed. Perfect. All right, so we're going to go you. Let them switch. We're going to lose some power for a minute. Alright, and then see the power immediately goes up to 211 because she's got higher intelligence. But what I'm really hoping to do is switch the building plan over to a high-tech. So, let's see if it lets me do that. We can go to advanced. Oh, yeah, there it goes, high-tech. High-tech and random. Let that switch over. Yep, keep this option. Goddess of the Witch, hello. Running, if there's any plans to bring Watchtower to Starfield on PS5. Yes, we are working on that. Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, we're just sorting out some unique issues that crop up on PS5. We're getting there, though. I think there's some issues. Some voice files don't seem to want to play on PlayStation right now. I think that's our biggest issue we're dealing with. So trying to get it all through our own team QA before we push it through the rest of Bethesda QA. We had almost launched, it almost made it for launch, but there was a crashing issue that we couldn't figure out right before the end, so we put the kibosh on that until we could get it sorted. And I think we got the crashing under control, and now it's just figuring out the all the audio issues so that you can actually hear all the things the characters have to say, because it'd be pretty sad to play through otherwise. I guess Butcher Pete has nothing to do. Hold on, what's this? Alright, hold on. We're gonna move this over here. Move this over here. We got a spot for a perfectly good plot right here. There you go, Pete. Set up shop. There we go. Little walkway. Somebody will get assigned to that, whether or not it's Pete. The jetpack doesn't show up on PS5, like it doesn't render on your character, or it's not unlocking for you. Ah, here's probably why we got red power. This thing's not wired into the grid. There, well, that was it. Wait, but this pole is still not powered. Why not? I wonder if all of our stuff's not connected. Make sure there's a chain leading to our municipal switch. This goes to here, that goes there. Yeah, it should all be wired in together. There's no jetpack. I don't see it anywhere. Have you done many of Jason's quests yet? So the way McLaren's works is you do the first quests, you do the quests for Jason, and then just keep turning in legendaries you don't want to him, and then he'll get more quests. He's got 8 or 9 quests total. And each one unlocks something new, whether it's a new service or the second quest, I believe, is he unlocks that that jetpack. Yeah, after you do the McLaren's one for the outfit, just keep giving him, turning in stuff. He'll teach you about how he can extract legendaries and such. Just keep giving him legendaries you don't want, like other spacesuits and helmets you find, and he will. There's more and more quests. I think there's, like I said, I think there's 8 quests total. If you go talk to him, he should, after you get the outfit, the next time you talk to him, he should tell you about. He should teach you about how to enhance things, and then he'll even offer you. I think he says like, "Hey, there's a helmet over there. Grab me, bring that over here," and you can hand it to him. He extracts legendary effects from items, and then he can reinstall them in other items. But the actual act of just having him extract things is enough to advance his quest line. So it's kind of like an invisible tracker. You just keep turning stuff in. There's also, I think, 20 new legendary effects you can unlock that aren't in the base game. I've actually got it. If you're looking for more specifics, if you go to wiki.kinggathcreations.com, I recently went through and documented all of our stuff there in pretty great, as best the detail that I had the bandwidth for. There's probably, I'm sure there's more data that people could desire, but only got so much time in a week. And so did a pretty good number on it though.
Maybe I should get an apprentice. Then they can take the night shifts.
Yeah?
Ranch hand visiting the field medic. All right, there we go. We got some battlefield scavengers. Oh, I forgot about battlefield scavengers. I need to set those up in more places.
I've never known a raider to show
Get lots of
mercy.
loot going.
Great being allowed to move here and all.
All right, let's see here. So the biggest thing we're waiting on is the rank 3. Oh, that's okay. So it worked. So one of the changes I made to this quest, I think we talked about it when I started doing this quest, was that the ranking up a soldier and the medic loadout are the really brick things on this. And so I modified the quest so that the ranking a soldier up to level 3 is optional, and I made the medic loadout no longer required rank. So I need to remove the text that says equip a rank 3 soldier and just change it to just equip a soldier with the Wasteland medic loadout. So actually, let's try that.
Pete's the best thing that ever happened to me.
Manage soldier. Armory options. Change loadout. Enemy conscript came in. That's funny. Okay, I gotta put that enemy conscript showing up as option to change soldier. Loadout. 2. All right. Wasteland medic. Assign loadout.
We got something great.
Life's
There we go. Speak to Salvador. Oh.
And
Chief, come in.
that seems worth it to me.
Go ahead.
By the reports I've been getting, I believe our troops are ready for a mission into the glowing sea. As I've previously reported, the last stronghold the gunners are using to support their stingrays is the federal cache, deep in the area. You may begin the assault at any time you deem our forces ready to take the dangerous foray and win the battle against the gunners.
Sounds good. Get the troops ready for attack.
It's your call to make, Chief.
We'll whip them, won't we, General?
Okay, there we go. Wait a second, what was that? One of those objectives felt weird to me. Oh, that's right, because the supply cache has a weird name to it. Okay. Okay, so I am doing something real quick on my dev machine. I'm just going to fix that objective. So after the next patch, this quest will no longer, it will skip the level up a soldier to rank 3, and the equip a rank 3 soldier will just say equip the Wasteland medic loadout. We're going to get rid of the rank requirement on it. Just keep it simple. I mean, this system is already so deep. The intention originally was to make it a little deeper where the rank would matter, and people can still use that for add-on packs and such, but I think for the core mod, we just want to. The ranking is so hard to control right now without the
Hey, could you make sure folks are kind to my people?
without the personal guard system, which I'm not ready to bring back yet. So we'll just streamline that a little bit. All right, well, with that sorted, I think this is a good place to stop. I actually went a lot longer than I expected tonight. So thank you guys for joining me. I will be back on Sunday for our final episode of our little mini Fallout 3 / New Vegas playthrough. We're going to see how far we can get into New Vegas. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you on Sunday.